Hello, everyone. My name is Gabriela Verduga, and today I would like to talk about negotiation and negotiation activities to develop speaking skills. First, what we are going to first we are going to start with this question: What is negotiation? Yes, as you can try to understand, or maybe you try to guess what is it about. Yes, it is like a negotiation that in which people are going to talk about something, a topic, and they are going to conclude something. Yes, negotiation is very important in language learning because it helps students communicate, clarify meanings, and interact with others. Some students' negotiation activities are, for example, role plays, debates, interviews, and information gaps activities if you are going to do it in a different way. These activities improve fluency, confidence, and speaking interaction in the classroom. Yes, we have here what is negotiation important. So first one, as well as another speaking activities, it promotes fluency. Yes, remember that practice makes perfect. And if you practice every day, you are going to develop a skill. Then you have to develop communication skills, something important for students because they need to practice every single day. And communication skills is it goes beyond grammar or spelling because we are going to try to use phrases that can help us to develop our communication skills. Yes. And then we have enhanced critical thinking, and students we are going to try to think better, which are going to be their answers according to a topic, and they are try, of course, to say what is the best option, or maybe they can use phrases according to what they think. Yes. And finally, we have encourage collaboration because activities like negotiation needs sometimes interaction from students in groups. For example, when we are going to talk role plays, interviews. Yes. So let's try to talk about a little more about it. Yes. So first, you say, how can we use negotiation? As I told you before, we have here four different examples, but we are going to divide it. We are going to split it into two different groups from adults and adolescents. Yes, in this case, we have, for example, like role plays, solving problems, debates, and discussions. Of course, we are going to split it into different levels. Different. It depends on our students. Yes, in that case, I show you three different activities, like debates about controversial topics. For example, I don't know. I can say I don't know, the euthanasia, that is going to be illegal or not. Yes, the interviews, it depends of the level of our students, of course. It could be job interviews or something important about sports. It depends on the level and our students, in this case, adults. And role plays, and I say in a restaurant, in a hospital, at work. It depends of the topic, grammar, and vocabulary that I want to teach to my students. And we have some different activities for our adolescents group. Yes, as you know, adolescence means to talk about something that they like it. Yes, not something that liked us as teachers. Yes, but we have to talk about, for example, talk about your end of your trip, and where would you like to go, what do you got to do, and some of and different cases like that. And you can choose another activities like look at pictures and choose the best option for someone. This activity is very used in Cambridge exams, for example, for B1, B2 level, in which students are going to say, oh, look at that picture, and you have to try to decide which are the best options that someone have to do in any place. Yes, and you are going to speak or interact with another speaker, and that is an activity that we can practice with our students. Of course, we have discussed about everyday topics for teenagers like TikTok, Instagram, the World Cup now. Yes, that is a good example of topic that we can use it for our students, and we in which they are going to try to develop their speaking skills because they are going to give their opinions. We can teach phrases for give opinion, phrases for refuse any opinion in a polite way. Yes, of course. And that is, as conclusion, we can say that negotiation it's a grateful a wonderful activity, a wonderful strategy that we can use in our classes for development speaking skills. Thank you very much.